Here's a completely rewritten version of the text in a fresh, engaging style while keeping every single detail and idea intact, no words or information skipped. Explosive rumors are once again shaking the MotoGP paddock. Fresh insider reports suggest that a quiet retirement plan for Marc Marquez could already be forming behind closed doors. What's even more striking is that Ducati isn't sitting idle. They have reportedly zeroed in on two big-name riders as potential replacements in a move that could completely transform the championship landscape. If these stories turn out to be true, this is no ordinary paddock gossip. It could mark the dawn of a brand new era packed with surprises in the world's premier motorcycle racing series. So, is this really the beginning of the end for Marquez's legendary run? And who are the two contenders ready to step into the spotlight? Let's dive in. Marquez's future has once more become the hottest topic in the MotoGP paddock. The conversation has moved far beyond his on-track results and now revolves around a tough blend of fierce competition, a long battle with injuries, and the unbreakable winning mentality of a true champion. In the middle of all this uncertainty, Ducati is playing it smart. They are discreetly building a solid backup plan in case their star rider chooses to hang up his leathers sooner than expected. Every time Marquez lines up on the grid, the hype is massive, with fans dreaming of seeing him back at his absolute best. But the reality has been far from straightforward. The lingering impact of past injuries remains a constant challenge. Ongoing shoulder problems, along with serious arm issues that originated from the crash at the Circuit of the Americas, continue to hold him back. In today's brutally competitive MotoGP environment, even the smallest physical shortfall can be the difference between fighting for wins and simply trying to stay in the points. As one of the most demanding sports on the planet, MotoGP tests riders to their absolute limits: brutal braking, lightning-fast direction changes at insane speeds, and relentless G-forces in every corner. There is zero room for any weakness. In this environment, even slight physical limitations can seriously affect consistency, confidence, and overall performance. This is the daily fight Marquez is facing, not only against his rivals but against his own body. Talk about his future grew louder after comments from MotoGP journalist Jack Appleyard on a popular podcast. He pointed out that if Marquez's physical condition doesn't show major improvement by mid-season or even later, an early retirement starts to look like a very real possibility. This isn't light-hearted speculation, it reflects the harsh truth facing one of MotoGP all-time greats. For Marquez, finishing inside the top 5 has never been enough. His entire career has been built on one simple rule: he races to win, not just to take part. That same mindset which powered his greatest successes could now work against him. With title hopes fading and physical restrictions still present, stepping away might begin to feel like the smartest choice, rather than continuing without a real shot at competing at the level that has always defined him. Beyond the physical side, the mental battle is equally intense, though it often goes unnoticed. For a rider of Marquez's caliber, the pressure reaches well beyond the circuit. It stems from the enormous weight of his own legacy. After years of total dominance and setting sky-high standards, coming to terms with the fact that peak performance may no longer be within reach can become an overwhelming psychological load. Motorsport history is full of legends who walked away not because of age, but because they honestly admitted they could no longer deliver at the very highest level. That kind of self-awareness demands raw honesty, often tougher than battling any opponent on the track. While Marquez's situation remains unclear, Ducati has been far from passive. The Italian manufacturer has shown they are ready for any outcome. In recent seasons, they have carefully built a strong and flexible rider lineup across their factory and satellite teams, allowing them to adapt quickly to sudden changes. Inside this setup, two names have surfaced as strong and realistic options. Furman Aldegger is seen as a long-term project, a young rider with huge potential and a fearless, aggressive style that perfectly matches Ducati's DNA. Meanwhile, Fabio Di Giannantonio offers a more ready-made solution, an experienced MotoGP rider who already knows what it takes at the highest level. Crucially, both riders are already fully embedded within the Ducati ecosystem. That means any transition would involve almost no adjustment period to the Desmos's unique handling, a massive advantage in such a cutthroat sport. Aldegger clearly represents the future, young, bold, and brimming with room to grow. However, pushing him into the factory team too soon could complicate Ducati's broader plans, especially with satellite squads like the VR46 racing team. On the flip side, Di Giannantonio brings experience and proven results. His impressive performances early in the 2026 season have already turned heads, and Ducati is said to be keen on keeping him despite interest from other manufacturers like Yamaha. If Ducati wants a smooth, low-risk change, Di Giannantonio looks like the most practical choice. A significant reshuffle inside Ducati now feels increasingly likely. If a rider shakeup happens, a factory Ducati seat would instantly become one of the most desirable positions in the entire paddock. This isn't simply about replacing a superstar, it's about laying a strong foundation to keep dominating in an increasingly tight championship. At the same time, Pedro Acosta is widely tipped to stay a central part of Ducati's plans thanks to his incredible talent and fighting spirit. Pairing him with either Allgaier or Di Giannantonio could create a fresh, exciting lineup, young, hungry, and highly adaptable. Even so, Ducati has good reasons to hold on to Marquez, at least until the big regulation overhaul in 2027. With major changes coming in engines, aerodynamics, and bike design, Marquez's vast experience as a development rider could be priceless. That makes the 2026 season a crucial turning point. If Marquez stays, Ducati gets stability and know-how. If he retires, the team can accelerate into a new chapter and reshape its lineup for the future. By preparing for both possibilities, sticking with Marquez or moving to the next generation, Ducati is making sure of one thing: they will remain at the very top as MotoGP enters its next era.